All right, everybody. Well, here she is. I made the switch. Yes, sir. Definitely made the switch. Look at that right there. Phoenix 921 Elite. Yeah, she's pretty. Let me tell you something. She's very pretty. Not sure if y'all can see that really good, but we got some purple. Got purple. We got purple with the black silver mist, silver here. Oh yeah, she's a stunner. Unlike me, I'm ugly as hell, but this right here is beautiful. You can buy beautiful, and this is what beautiful looks like. I went full Garmin Force trolling motor, live scope. Look at these. Ooh, look at that purple underneath there. Those wings are badass. They're just beautiful. Phoenix did a fine job of putting this boat together. We're going to go through it. I'm going to show you why I chose the Phoenix and left the Skeeter family, and some of the things that I really love about the boat, and a couple of little things that I wish they could have done, but at the end of the day, those are minor, so minor, really not even worth mentioning. Look at these 18-inch wheels, chrome fender. Yeah, she looks good going down the road. So let's jump in here and let's go through this boat, and I'll show you again why I decided to leave the Skeeter family and come over here and get a bird. Y'all stay tuned. All right, I told you I wasn't going to, but we're going to start off with the negative. Number one negative thing is, damn, these things are getting expensive. Whew. They just cost too much. I had to give, you know, too much money for it. We'll just leave it at that. But here's a couple of things that I wish Phoenix would work on, and these are simple, but I want to do these first, just kind of get them out of the way, because again, they're minor. You can fast forward through this, but the number one thing that I wish they would have done that Skeeter has is down in here, there's no switch for the drain plug. I'm 6'4", 240 pounds. So for me to walk back here and squat down here and get underneath there and make sure that my boat plug is in, it's just a pain in the ass. That's all it is. It's a convenience thing. Most folks don't never take that plug out and drain their boats. They can use the pump to pump out most water. But at the end of the day, I just wish they would have had a remote drain plug. That is the only negative thing, besides paying for the damn thing, that I would like to have seen Phoenix do. The other real minor thing that I'd like to see Phoenix do is light up this switch console with a downlight just right there, so everything kind of shines with a small LED. Other words, no complaints at all. I wish they would have done that. Now, with all that being said, let's go over why this bird is bad. So, once again, trick step, 1, 2, 3, it's got a little grab ladder right there. You go right into the boat. Being an old codger, an injured person, it doesn't matter. You can get in that boat without a problem, with some safety, and it's very sturdy. A couple of things I like about the Phoenix. These new trim tabs, you can stomp on them right there. You can stomp on those to raise your motor up and down. Another thing they did is they staged the graphs on fiberglass on a color that you want that matches your boat, such as the pinstripe. See that purple? See them mounts? Ain't going nowhere. Love that. I don't take up space on my deck. I got my stomps over there, my power poles, and actually hear them flip, pitch, stay on the very front. Ain't got any interference from graphs. I don't need 5 graphs. I don't need 3 graphs. I don't use a 360. Live scope, mapping and imaging, down imaging, side imaging right there, done. One of the most critical things about this boat is the ability to stand flat-footed. In the Skeeter FXR that I had, you jump on this right here and you're still doing the Captain Morgan. There was a couple of inches up there and you're doing that whole one-legged thing and it just jacks with your hips and your back. This is as flat-footed as one can make it. You are flat-footed. There is no Captain Morgan. You're not standing on one leg. It is awesome. It's a padded front deck, flat to run the trolling motor, simple. Garmin's unique at this trolling motor as this pedal is connected via Bluetooth to that trolling motor. Other thing unique about Garmin is once you turn on the big one back there, the master, all these others will power on too. And you can upgrade the software on everything Garmin through the Active Captain app on your phone. So if there's a software update, which I did, got everything up to speed before I even took it out on the water for the first time to make sure that any user interface or application layout or whatever it was, I'm using the latest and greatest and I don't have to retrain myself. I got the latest and greatest, we're good to go. A couple of things about this boat that I really, truly love is number one, it's got slam latches. Berlin's gonna kill me for saying that, but slam latches are the deal. Truly, they are. No more twisting, no more leaving them up, no more breaking a rod on the one, no more stumping your toe. It's real simple. Pull up, it opens up. Now look at that storage. That storage is awesome. You got room on the sides for bags of plastic baits. I have worms, and then this right here is the deal. I can slide more baits up top in this tray. I have jig trailers, as you can see, crawdads. These are all jig trailers and whatnot. I can just slide this back and forth and get down below. Look at all that space. I got me some Ziploc bags up there as a binder for my spinner baits. Got crankbaits laid over. I don't throw a lot of crankbaits, that's why you don't see a whole lot of them. I got more plastic down in there. 3700s, deeps, normal 3700s. Look at all the storage. Simple. And I have my terminal tackle right there, and this thing slides on top of it. The reason why the terminal tackle is not down inside there is this thing from Academy Sports is a little longer than the normal 3700 and it won't go down in there. I don't know if they did that on purpose, but it is what it is. And it doesn't bother me none because, again, I can slide this back and forth and it doesn't interfere. More baits, etc., etc. You have a snake light right there. It has a red lens if you wish to have a red light. That comes in handy for when you're rigging up in the morning and you're golden. So let's talk about a couple other things I love about the boat besides the amazing storage. Number one, I like the cooler right here. I have a jug that I use. I don't use plastic bottles, plastic Gatorade. I don't use none of that. I use a big tumbler that holds I think 60 ounces of water with ice. I can leave it in here, save the planet, save the earth. It stays good and cold. And again, it's just real simple. Over here on the day box, another thing that I really love, number one, had a slam latch right there. Number two, you got a plastic drop-in tray that's strong and sturdy. The Skeeters initially didn't come with one. You had to order another one, and they finally started making them strong and sturdy. Phoenix just does it straight up. And then this is another cooler. A lot of people are using it as more tackle storage. So as an example, if you had whatever baits, like swim baits that are in a hard shell, you can stick them down in there, drop this back on here, and you have it as swim bait storage. But me, sorry about all that. I'm not sponsored by Go Fish Lures. It's just a buddy of mine, and he gave me some baits. He makes them, and he didn't give them to me, but I had to buy them. And anyways, I haven't put them up yet. And I got more storage in here. And again, this is where you see all my electronics for the Garmin, fuse boxes, connectivity, and then all the storage in here that I'm barely touching. So lights up there, but this boat, I ordered it with integrated bow lights. So you got red on one side, green on the other. Done. I also ordered it with a locker bar all the way across to keep it secure. TH Marine lock. I also have 6 rigid industry lights that can do RGB colors. So purple, as you might can imagine, lights up this whole deck. And there's the plugs for the seat. Purple Phoenix logo on there. Again, everything's kind of purple. It looks good. I like it. I'm happy. Mama's happy. That's all that really matters. Rod storage over here. Again, another slam latch. All you gotta do is just lift it up, pull up. It come with rod tubes. I took them out. I did leave the trees or the moose horns or whatever you want to call them, the butts of the rods in here. I haven't decided if I want to leave them in there or not, but at the end of the day, right now, that's how it sits. It is carpeted. I know a lot of people don't like carpet, but you got nice ridges all the way around to give you a real dry storage, and it just runs off down in here. So I'm not worried about the carpet in there. I actually like it for when I don't have a reel protector on, and it doesn't tear up my boat. Not my boat, but my reel. Another thing that I really like about the Phoenix, they built this thing for team fishing. They did. They really did. And what I mean by that is, you look here, your passenger, your co-angler, whomever, your partner, put his rods in here, lock them down, get about 6 or 7 off in there, and then they lay flat to that back deck. So there ain't no more of them rod tips sticking up for an angler fishing off, you know, starboard side of the boat. To hit their rod tips and everything else. They can pitch and flip just as if they were standing up there. So I really love that about the Phoenix boat. That is just a good design. And if push come to shove, right, you stop at the, you know, the Whataburger to get something to eat, coming home, going to the lake in the morning, get a biscuit, whatever, you can lock them up. As this comes open, and you can see plenty of rod storage in there. And man, it's just well thought out. I like that idea. Strong gas strut to keep it up there. It's good and solid. One more major thing that I love about this boat is the net storage. In the Skeeter FXR, you had to open up this main thing, and it was tucked inside, right in there. I don't like to leave my net out. Number one, I'm big and clumsy. Number two, that's just something else to step on, as that was kind of close, sorry. I hope you didn't look up my nose. And three, having that net laying around is just something else to get your rod and reels, baits tangled up in. Again, rolling ankle, you know, whatever it is. Phoenix took care of all of that. They keep it down here in the bottom. Simple. Raise this up. There's your net. Comes out, it's an expandable handle. We don't need to go over how a net works, but at the end of the day, it's just tucked down here, out of the way, and good to go. This is also the drain for the boat. So all your water, if you get rained on, take one over the bow, whatever reason, it goes right there. Tool holder, pretty self-explanatory there. It's out of the way. You don't have to worry about them being here in the middle of a step or leaning over for you to stand on them, kick them, break them, whatever the scenario ends up being. They're just there and they're out of the way. And again, slam latch, done. And bump board, right there. It's out of the way. Simple as can be. Just love it. Completely well thought out. And then this right here is some more storage with tackle bins. I have glue, mend it. You can also put some stuff down there. As you can see, mine's empty. Same thing over here, just where I keep my trash. When I clip my lines for the knot tying, I put it all in here. I don't throw anything in the lake. Just put it in here, empty it out, call it done. Yes, take care of your lakes. They have to take care of you. Don't throw trash in the lake. Just don't. It's real simple. Center storage, slam latch. As you can see, I've got all kinds of stuff in here. Scales, fire extinguisher still in the box. Yes, my makeup bag. But my makeup bag holds, you got it, sunblock. Got all kinds of stuff in here. There's plenty of room for more stuff. I have more sunblock in there that I got to get out and put it in my makeup bag, etc., etc. But you can even lock this with the slam latch, call it done. And gentlemen, I'm in love with these seats. These seats just feel good on your back. They feel good on your butt. Give you something to hold on to while you're rolling down the lake. And I'm all about that. Comfort while driving is ultimate, but more importantly, stability why fishing. This boat doesn't do a lot of canoeing. It doesn't teeter-totter on you. And I can sit there and pitch a flip all day long, which is what I love to do. And like I said, being 6'4", 240, I don't want to step to the edge of the boat and it throw my co-angler out. So, and same for them. If they want to move from the other side of the boat, I won't get thrown out by standing up front. A couple other things to note. This boat comes with 2 independent live wells. There's a plug that you can open up down there at the bottom to drain it fully or pump it out. Pretty up to you on how you want to manage your live well. No preference either way, but they're big. Look how far back they go. I can show you how big they are with a ruler or a tape measure if you wish to see it, but it's roughly 22 inches long. I think it may be even 24 inches long. My dimensions kicking in there, but long story short, you've got plenty of space to hold one of them overs here on Lake Fork, and they'll be just fine. Rear storage, you see I have these locked, so I can't show you those right now, but I'm just going to show you how good those locks are that come on the boat on them slam latches. Mercury 250 Pro XS, again 4-stroke. That thing sounds mean once you fire it up, but it's quiet going down the lake, so you can't make fun of your fishing buddy over there too much. They may hole jump you or something, you know, but they'll come back and get you and have fun with you. But it's very quiet. Can't complain about that. It's got a 24 pitch prop on it, Fury 3-blade, and no complaints at all. And again, everything from the steering wheel, dual trim levers, one for the jack plate, one for the tilt and trim, your gauges, smart gauge for your Mercury, and then your Atlas smart gauge. And then I have power pole buttons there, along with recirculating and anything that has to do with the power. And then this is the control for the deck light. And if you want to tie up, this is one of those, strap a rope on there, tie up to a dock, go pull your truck down, you know, whatever, and that's it. So again, love this Phoenix boat. I'm still breaking the motor in. She's got 7.5 hours on her. I've gotten it up to 5,800 RPMs for a couple of, minute and a half or so. And I got 73 miles an hour out of her. Full tank of gas, full live wells. That's plenty fast. I don't run the boat that hard. I never do. Generally doing about 60, 65, just, going from point A to point B. But this thing's got plenty of speed, and I can't be more proud of it. It turned out better than I ever dreamed of. It's far more stable than I ever dreamed of being. It's handled going down the SRA lanes very nicely. It turns, it digs in, and you don't have to do a lot of trimming to get the boat to go. So I typically run it on 8 on the jack plate from a height point of view, and I don't over trim it, and it's got plenty of bow lift with that 24 pitch prop. 86 degree water now at Lake Fork, and man, it just cuts right through it. It's a big, heavy boat, but it's got some speed to it just the same. This is the Pro XP hull with the PHX deck, Phoenix PHX deck with lower gunnels is really all this is, and I think the PHX comes with some of the stuff that I just showed you by default, where on the Elite it was an upgrade. So by the time you made it have the same feature set as the PHX, it's the PHX, but from a deck point of view. Anyhow, that's a quick tour of my new bird. I can't be more thrilled, and I'm very fortunate. I got a woman that lets me do what I want to do, and anytime I want to do it and lets me spend the money doing it. It is my addiction, and could be at the nudie bar or doing drugs or something, but instead we're out here in nature, we're having fun, we're staying out of trouble, staying out of prison. The only thing is it costs money. All right, so that's the tour of my boat. That is a 2021 Elite from Phoenix. Again, look at those colors. Just beautiful boat. Purple, black mist, and silver. Couldn't have asked for a better boat. The boys in Kentucky at Marine Works, Kentucky, John Webb, he'll get you fixed up, custom order you a boat, and you know, take care of your decals, whatever you wish to do. They'll get your boat on order. Right now, I wouldn't have it any other way. I've been running Skeeters before, and I loved that, but this boat right here, I was that close from doing one last time. I squeezed the trigger after that 7-year-old punk kid tore my Skeeter up. So this time I did it. I'm very happy. You can choose your electronics, you can choose your trolling motor, you can choose your motor. You get to customize this boat however you want. And that's the most important part, where Skeeter, Nitro, some of these other packaged things, they don't let you customize stuff unless they, you know, stick it in you. And you take it, leave it. Where Phoenix, you can customize whatever you want. The colors, pinstripes, the wheels, trailer painting, light packages, you name it, Phoenix lets you do it. So anyways, if you got any questions, we'd love to see your comments down there on the Pro Elite. And again, thank you very much for stopping by, and appreciate it. Y'all be safe out there. Rips and Lip.